Many of us woke up this morning stuffed from yesterday, and with the amount of leftovers that are probably in your fridge, you could be wondering what to do with all of them. Our Ben Dennis shares some tips on fancying up your post-Thanksgiving feast.
First, want to talk about the turkey, right? So that's a protein. Fully cooked and refrigerated. You can easily use the bird carcass and the leftover meat for 5 days. The other thing too is if you're not going to use it right away, put it in the freezer. If you don't think you can get rid of it in 3 or 5 days, or if you're leaving town, put it in the freezer.
At the Tailor and the Cook in Utica, owner and executive chef Tim Hardiman says there's much more to Thanksgiving leftovers than a turkey sandwich.
Turkey soup is ubiquitous, right? You've got the carcass. It's going to make a nice broth. The bigger the bird, the heartier the broth. You can use chicken ones too. You know, if you have a chicken dinner, you throw them in your freezer, and when you got 5 or 6, you put them in the big pot and put it on the stove to make a nice stock.
Hardiman says that traditional dinner table centerpiece can be reworked into early morning meals.
Turkey hash is a fun one, I think, for me. Mix it with some potatoes, maybe even mix it with some of the mashed potatoes. Fry it up for breakfast the next morning with some poached eggs. That's awesome.
What about vegetables like Brussels sprouts?
Everybody's roasting them with maple syrup or nuts or cranberries, but if you've got leftover raw ones, slice them real thin and treat them like raw cabbage and do like a slaw.
This week, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention advised U.S. consumers against eating romaine lettuce due to an E. coli outbreak. Because of this, Hardiman says to buy romaine locally.
These aren't the people that we're worried about growing romaine. Their romaine isn't tainted. It's the romaine that is mass produced and shipped all over the country.
In Utica, Ben Dennis, Eyewitness News.